Hello, everybody. So this is, this is cool, but this is also a little sad because now we only have one left to look forward to before we're done. But this is going to be us doing further Discog dive, almost finished now, on Mr. Tupac Shakur. This is his album "Me Against the World" from 1995. So at the time that this was released, I would have been two because my birthday wouldn't have happened yet. But yeah, so it's going back a ways. This is good. This is really good. Continuing on from the previous two albums, it's just like I'm really happy with all this so far. It's just like wow, it's a short discography, unfortunately, but it's great so far. This is packed with quality instrumentals, quality vocal work, very verbose lyrics. I think I did notice it. I don't think I mentioned it on the other two videos, but these songs are like packed with words, which I'm not really used to, because the kind of music that I generally listen to, they don't like say this much words, like you know quantity wise, which I get doesn't work for every type of music, of course, but it is something that I kind of respect because as a songwriter, like lyrics wise, he clearly put a lot of effort into that respect. And yeah, just like everything about this is just really top notch, great quality. In particular, this should be no surprise based on the way I've reacted to the last two albums, with a couple of the songs in particular. "Dear Mama" stuck out pretty strongly to me for good reasons. I thought, once again, he knows how to make this type of song really well, where it's just like it's what is the word I'm looking for? Like it's sort of just like one of these ones. It's more on the emotional side, like in more in the direction of sad, because "Dear Mama," I don't think it's really a sad song. It's more sweet, but it's also a little sad because it's like, it's got details about things that aren't positive things, but it's all in service of the like the sweet message of the song, which is that in spite of how things may have gone, when growing up, he still loves and appreciates his mother, and that's sweet. Especially because yeah, he's got a point. One of the lyrics is something along the lines of, "It's got to be really difficult for a single mother to raise a man," because being a parent, well, I mean, being a single parent at all has to be extremely difficult. Fuck. I don't envy that position. It sounds challenging in so many different ways. I mean, just alone, I would be very upset at the idea that my kids are often in other people's hands. Like if I have to have babysitters or something, all that stuff would bother the shit out of me. So yeah, or simply unattended. I'm a very paranoid and nervous person, so having a child at all would be probably one of the worst things I could do, because I would be just like flipped out all the time. Anyway, yeah, so "Dear Mama," excellent song, really well done, proving, to me at least, and I guess to a lot of people actually, it's the number one song on the album on Spotify. Tupac really was able to do this type of track very, very well. So I'm wondering, because again, just as a reminder, if you haven't like kept up with the idea of this series, I don't know anything about "All Eyes on Me" except for I've heard "California Love" in like a crowded event once where I couldn't really like pay attention to it because I mean I was also on a job. I was working security. other than that, like, I don't know if there's another one of these types of songs, but I hope there is. I hope there's at least one of these to look forward to on All Eyes on Me, because I've really enjoyed these types of tracks the most so far. Um, yeah, as for Me Against the World, um, I, 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 I don't know. I don't really have a lot more in specific to say about this that I haven't already said. I think it's really good, and it's further depressing me to get closer to the end of this discography. Not just because, like, well, then I'm out of, music, but also just like, again, this was his third album, and then the next one is his final album. I think it is actually released after he had died. All Eyes on Me. I think he was already killed before it, hit shelves or whatever. So, like, he makes these great albums, and then he's just killed, and then it's like, fuck, like, it's such a shame. What a terrible waste, Fuck. I'm getting sad thinking about it. But yeah, so we are 3 for 3 on really, really good albums that I have unfortunately been just like putting off for my whole life. But I am glad that I'm listening to them now. I am very much looking forward to hearing All Eyes on Me, which is a double album. It's separated into 2 discs on Spotify. It's about 2 hours and 12 minutes long, 27 songs. So that'll be interesting. And I guess that's a positive, is like, I'm sort of getting extra on the last one. So it's 4 albums, but the last one's, that's a bulky boy. That's a big boy. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And, okay, if all you wanted to hear about was me talking about the album, you're free to leave now, because I'm going to bitch about something really quick that's, like, unrelated. It's a Spotify thing. Okay, so I just noticed while I was, like, recording this, they have changed the way that, liking songs on Spotify is now different, because it's now checks. But it's only to tell you that it's on a playlist, and not necessarily a song that you've liked, which is annoying, because the way that my brain was accustomed to this was that if I like a song, it is not the same thing as it just being on a playlist, because I have chronologies set up where it's like, okay, this is everything that an artist made in chronological order, in case I just want to go on a journey of that artist's stuff. And these are for artists that I like. That doesn't mean that I like all of the music in there necessarily. It's for when I just want, maybe to try listening to certain things again. Like the Rammstein one, for example. It's like all of the songs that I don't like are still on this list, because that's the point of the list, is it's everything. But now that means if I go to any of these albums on Spotify, it shows check marks on everything, even the stuff that I don't like, because it's on a fucking playlist that's not my liked. That's so annoying. That is so annoying to me. I don't know why the fuck they needed to change that. That is absolutely irritating. I've got a big playlist called Industrial Plus with fucking 4,000 songs on it. Not all that is music that I like. The point of that playlist is if I just want that type of music, even if it's artists that I'm not familiar with and I haven't heard all their shit, it's like a way for me to kind of, hear some of it without necessarily just, like, doing what I'm doing now and just, like, diving through their entire discography, But now all of that is kind of obnoxiously going to show up as like, if I click on any of those albums, all of it's going to be checkmarked, I hate that. Because for, like, what I'm doing here, it's easy for me to check, because, I've heard all these tracks once on Me Against the World, for example. So I'm not 100% familiar with them, right? So when I want to, like, check what I've listened to in case I want to bring it up, the checkmark thing might not work anymore for that purpose. So that's really fucking obnoxious. I wish they didn't do that. But anyway, little rant over. Thank you guys for watching the video. Appreciate it. Also, okay, while I'm ranting, weird note. So today, to break the illusion of when these are recorded, today is the day that my important music throughout my life, episode 47, The Pale Emperor, has gone live. Well, it's been live for like the whole day. They go up at 9 p.m. So it's been live for the whole day as of when I'm recording this. And this one, weirdly, has gotten the most views out of any of those videos that I've done so far, I think. It's very weird, because, like, why that one, and why, like, all at once? As compared to, like, any of these, which some of them have crept up a little bit here and there. But that one, just, like, for some reason, I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works, so that's weird. I just thought it was weird. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will talk about the final Tupac album, which is a bittersweet feeling because I want to hear it, but I also am sad that, like, that's the end of the line. So anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you next time.